This project was made possible by a grant from the Virginia and Alfred Harrell Foundation and all SJV Water subscribers. Hello, this is Lois Henry, editor and CEO of sjvwater.org. Welcome back to our continuing series looking at who owns the Kern River and how it operates. In this video, we'll look at the structures on the lower river. As you can see, as soon as the river hits the valley floor, it gets complicated. There's a lot to learn, so let's get started at the first place on the river where water is diverted with North Kern Water Storage District General Manager Dave Hampton.
Today we're here at the head of the Beardsley Canal. This canal is a shared canal and is the first canal on the valley floor that diverts water from the Kern River channel. So for example, today some of the city of Bakersfield's Kern River entitlement is being diverted and delivered to the Cal Water Northwest treatment plant. Also, North Kern Water Storage District Kern River entitlement is being diverted for irrigation in the district. And then also Callaway Water District is using the canal right now to help move some of their water into their district. If we looking up north here on the river, we're about 4 miles south of the first point of measurement, which was established by the 1888 Miller-Hagen Agreement, and goes for about another 9 miles until it gets to 7th Standard Road. At that point, it becomes the Laredo Canal and enters the North Kern Water Storage District. So this canal has had many improvements over the years, especially since it was constructed in the late 1800s, but essentially now the capacity of the canal is 800 cubic feet per second. And then there's Hagen, Tevis, and Carr. They formed the Kern County Land Company that was the owner of the Beardsley Canal and then was eventually acquired by Tenneco West. I think that happened in 1967. And then later in 1976, the city acquired the Beardsley Canal and then sold it to North Kern Water Storage District. So, but the city did retain some rights to the canal and to be able to use a portion of that canal, and they're exercising some of that right today. So we're standing here on the measuring station for the Beardsley Canal. It's about 1.5 miles downstream of the head gates up at the head of the Beardsley Canal. So even though North Kern Water Storage District owns the Beardsley Canal, the city operates, maintains, and controls the diversion of the Kern River water into this canal. So this facility here, the city can in real time remotely determine how much water is flowing through this facility, and if necessary to make any adjustments, they can send staff up to the head gates and make the necessary adjustments up there at the head gates. So for North Kern Water Storage District, when we are ready for some water deliveries or need to make a change to an existing diversion, we put in an order with the city of Bakersfield. They make the appropriate changes up at the head gate and divert the appropriate Kern River water into the canal for us. And
Staying on the north side of the river with Dave Hampton, we'll visit another important diversion, the Callaway Canal, which was built in 1879. It was so big and worked so well, it dried up the river, sparking the lawsuit that resulted in the 1888 Miller-Hagen Agreement, which still governs the river today.
So we're here at the head of the Callaway Canal. We're on the Kern River, about 9 miles downstream of the first point of measurement, or about 4 to 4.5 miles downstream of the diversion for the Beardsley Canal. North Kern Water Storage District owns the Callaway Canal. It's about 30 miles long, runs roughly due west from here until it crosses the Bryant Kern Canal and then heads north into the district. Famously, Callaway Canal was at the center of the water battles between Miller and Lux, Hagen and Tevis, and others. Back in 1875, Oliver Callaway began the construction of the Callaway Canal, and then Hagen, Tevis, and Lux finished it in 1879. But at that time, when they finished it, it was large enough to divert the remaining flows in the Kern River. And so that started the fighting in and out of the courts. Went on for almost a decade in the late 1800s and took it to the Supreme Court. And that process actually helped form the basis for water rights here in the state of California. We're here at the Callaway Canal at just west of Mohawk. As you can see, it's dry. It's a North Kern canal. North Kern rarely uses the canal. Actually, we use it in the wetter years when there's plenty of water, plenty of Kern River entitlement to move water through the canal. It's a pretty large canal. As you can see, most of it's earthen canal. A lot of water loss, water seepage losses, and kind of ironic that this was kind of the central cause of the arguments between Miller and Lux and Hagen and Tevis. But yeah, nowadays we only use it when there's plenty of water in the Kern River system.
Okay, back to the main stem of the river, just down from the Beardsley Canal, is a structure known as Point Weir. Let's visit with Mark Mulkay, Kern River Watermaster.
This is Point Weir. This is the second diversion weir below First Point on the river. The river comes in right here from the east, and this is the second diversion point. The Beardsley Weir takes off upstream here. This is the head of the Carrier Canal here behind us, and then the river itself continues on to my left, but right now the river below Point Weir is dry. The Carrier Canal will go on parallel the river on the south side of the river all the way out to Second Point. It becomes called the Kern River Canal at Coffee, but it's the same canal. This is the Carrier Canal coming in to an area called Four Weirs. We're just west of Manor Street. The Carrier Canal comes into here and it goes through this main weir, and it splits into three directions. The Carrier Canal to the a little bit to the north and west continue there. The Kern Island Canal is behind me to my left, and the East Side Canal is behind me to the right. Both the East Side Canal and and Kern Island Canal are owned and operated by the Kern Delta Water District, and they manage water flows for areas south of Bakersfield. The Carrier Canal continues to take water around for deliveries to the Stein Canal and the Buena Vista Canals, which are owned by the Kern Delta Water District, and then eventually all the way out to Second Point for delivery to Buena Vista Water Storage District. Right. The river today is flowing at 395 cubic feet per second. Of that, the first 300 of that is to Kern Delta Water District, and it'll be going to the Kern Island Canal and the East Side Canal. The other 95 second feet is being managed by the city of Bakersfield. It's going to their treatment plants and to other facilities that the city is operating today to manage their water supply.
That was a lot, but it was just the beginning of the important structures on the lower Kern River. There's more to learn, so the next video continues our journey downriver.